It's the Rhode Island Interscholastic League on Kent County's Classic Rock I-95.1. Time for the Aurora Fuel pregame show. Here's John Parenti.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to tonight. The West Warwick Wizards look to break through in the winning side of things against the Johnston Panthers that's dying to do the same thing. With Johnny Boots alongside, and
I'm up here.
Oh, there's Ray Doobie. Okay. Ray Doobie, I was going to say Ray Doobie, who is somewhere on the field, and now he's standing behind me. And buoyed by the appearance of Reese Pacheco on the statistical end, we welcome you to Masnicki Field. Wizards 0-2, averaging a very light 1.5 points per game. But, Ray, they are heartened by a very good first half last week in their eventual loss to the Lincoln Lions.
Yeah, they played very well last week, and when you look at the Lions and what they've been doing defensively, that was one of the things they got written up in the Providence, in the Projo this morning. They played a very, very good first half. They just ran out of gas, but it's homecoming, and that provides the adrenaline that sometimes might be missing on just a standard day. And when homecoming, that's a big lift. Now you look at the next game, and so from a mental point of view, they want to get out here and show the people from West Warwick that, look, we got a football team that's young, but it's also a football team that's moving forward, and that's the best thing about it.
As the Wizards and Panthers continue their practice paces on the field, we're going to take a little break here and be back with our interview pregame with Dave Cato, the head coach of the Wizards, after this for Aurora Fuel.
The last thing you're probably thinking about during the summer is home heating oil, but it's a smart idea to take a minute and check your tank. Prices are historically lower in the summer when demand is lower. So if your tank is down, you can call Aurora Fuel today. You can trust Aurora Fuel to provide affordable, reliable, and dependable oil delivery. And now offering oil burner service all year round. You'll always find low prices, courteous staff, and honest value. You can depend on Aurora Fuel, 615-8662.
The Aurora Fuel pregame show continues here on I-95.1 with the head coach of the Wizards, Dave Cato. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing good, John.
I want to just accentuate the positive for a couple of minutes if we could. I thought your team played an exceptional first 20 minutes of the game last Friday. Agree?
I agree, but, there's 24, what do we got, 48 minutes in a game, and, we go, it's 7-0, and, it's the best defense we've played all year, and it's got 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes left. They're on their own. We pin them down to their own 10-yard line, and they rip off a 90-yard run. And I told that to the guys. I said, guys, we can't give up the big play. If an offense drives on us, the more times than not, they're going to have penalties, they're going to have fumbles, they're going to have turnovers that we can take advantage of, and we can't give up that one big play. And then that seems to be our Achilles heel all year, that we're giving up the big play. We didn't set the perimeter well, the edge, with our outside linebackers and our defensive ends, and they took advantage of it. And you go from playing 7-0 at half, in the second half, to being down 20-0 at the half because we gave up 2 easy scores.
How much of that, Dave, is simple football IQ? How much of it is youth?
I think it's just being in the right position and knowing your assignment, to be honest with you, because the outside backers kind of tend to – I told our kids, do your job, as Bill Belichick says. Outside linebackers, you get the D-gap. D-gap and flats, you've got to contain that. Defensive ends, you've got the C-gap. And, when certain people don't do their assignments and then you put them in position to, it's tough. But it is a lot of youth, and it's still learning. But like I said, I thought the first quarter and a half was very good for football that we had.
It was even more than that. It was the first 22 minutes, and then they broke the 95-yarder, and the rest kind of is history. But I think we were up in the booth. We were very, very happy with the way that your team played.
Yeah, and that's all we're asking them. It's like, guys, get better every week, and we did get better this week. The score doesn't indicate it, but the little steps with a young team makes a big difference. And there's still they're still all there. They're still mentally in it. So that's the great thing about this bunch is they have a very good attitude on what the future holds for them, you know. And it's just working hard. We had a decent week of football this week, and we're going against another 0-2 team in Johnston. And I told our guys something's got to break, and hopefully it's us that gets that victory tonight. And they walk out 0-3, and we are 1-2.
Not only is this homecomings and there's some incentive there, but little incentive because it is Johnston, because that's where Dave Cato used to run the football and run pretty well.
Oh, that doesn't matter to me now. You know, it is my alma mater, but, you know, it's all about the Wizards now. And, you know, it is a big day for the kids, and we've been pumping it up as we had 2 seniors come back. A couple other kids didn't come back, and we didn't have a big senior group when this group of seniors when they were freshmen. But we had 2 guys that stuck it out, and they knew what they were getting involved with having a young team. And that's in Taylor Costa and Leo Salazar. And he said, we got to win this for these guys. This is their last homecoming game, their senior year. Let's put them out on top.
What is your status with regard to health? We thought that DeAndre Chase may have been a little bit banged up in the booth back last Friday night. How is your team physically?
We still down at least 2 offensive starters on a young line team. But, you know, and we're missing an outside linebacker and 2 defensive backs. But we're giving other young kids opportunities to play, and this is their opportunity, especially at corner this week. You know, Johnston has 2 very tall wide receivers. And one's like 6'6", the other one's like 6'5". They look like twins, these guys. And they just chuck it up to him. And so, you know, I said, okay, we're going to be pressed this week. And you just got to be able to get through his body and block the ball, and don't let him out jump you for the jump ball, which they try and do. So, and they've got a decent team, Johnston does.
We talked a little bit earlier with Stanley Dunbar about penalties and the ability to stay away from the needless ones, and I pointed back to last night's game with the Rams and the Seahawks, and the needless penalty that continued to drive and basically put the Rams to sleep last night. How much time do you take talking to and practicing with your kids at penalties?
And we're not the kind of, say it offensively. You know, we can grind out some yards, but then you you put us behind the 8 ball. Then, you know, we stress that to the kids to be mentally strong and mentally tough, and on defense, just staying on sides, not committing nonsense penalties like personal fouls, and just trying to know the rules of the game. And that's what we stress with our guys. You know, it's you know, if he coming over on a block, especially on a punt return or something downfield, and someone's got their back to you, don't even touch him. You know, because it's going to be right there, 15 yards with a block in the back. So, you know, they're young kids. They're still learning the game, and we just try to emphasize that in practice. A hold, what would be a block in the back, and things of that nature.
Well, like I tonight, all right?
That'd be great. That's what we're looking forward to, and they just got to be able to control it and have it for 48 minutes and let it last that long, because we have shape physically wise. So let's go after him tonight.
Good luck, David.
Thank you, John.
Dave. Show. We'll be back with more on I-95.1 in just a moment.
You can see things happening in Rhode Island business, but don't draw the plans for new buildings or pave new roads. But we are in the picture, delivering commercial banking that empowers new construction and paves the way for new communities across Rhode Island. Signature Commercial Banking from Bank R.
So it's the Wizards and the Johnston Panthers getting ready to go here at Mesnicky Field in our Finetco Family of Lumberyards High School football game of the week. The kick on 95.1.
Welcome Welcome to Finetco, a family of lumber yards started in Rhode Island with Coventry Lumber, Rhode Island's first and best drive-through lumber yard. You can visit Finetco at Coventry Lumber in Rhode Island, West Haven Lumber and Waterford Building Supply in Connecticut, and E.L. Morse Lumber. Cover your needs from the New York border to Cape Cod and the greater Boston area with a standard of best-in-class products for your design and building projects. Coventry Lumber and the Finetco family of lumber yards. One simple call does it all.
Want to make this football season taste better than ever? Here's the play. Dance Place, 880 Victory Highway in West Greenwich. There, you score a touchdown on award-winning wings and crafted. This is the best place for getting together with and fill in your face with the best wings and pizza. Whether 880 Victory Highway in West Greenwich and dancepizzaplace.com. Ready? Break!
I-95.1, Kent County's classic rock, brings you the Coventry Lumber and the Finetco family of lumber yards Rhode Island Interscholastic League yards, where one simple call does it all. Now let's go live to John Parenti, Ray Doobie, and Johnny Boots.
And the gang's all here at Masnicki Field, where the Wizards are lined up on the near sideline. Panthers out in the yonder. Our very first night game of the year.
Imagine that.
And
And
it's
it's
only
cold,
October 3rd. And tonight goes down to 30, so the
Today, how many layers does Parenti have it on?
6.
Well, Chris DiPaolo said
Your guess
7.
is too high.
I said 4. He's at 4.
And the winner's 4. How
The
much?
winner is 4.
How much was the pool?
Ladies and gentlemen.
And from Masnicki Field, interrupting our little discussion, our national anthem. Tonight's game is authorized under the rights granted by the and listening audience because we're rebroadcast. Uniforms, white numerals, orange and black trim, black helmets, black pants. There's your official I-95.1 fashion show.
Football team is ready to go, and we're ready.
I thought your friend John from Gillette Stadium.
The Panthers have won the toss and have elected.
Panthers, let's go defense.
I thought that was John's best Johnny Carson invitation there at the end.
Okay. Ivan De Silva ready to boot from his own 40-yard line, and we are about ready to go. Dual safeties back for the Panthers. And we are underway as a short kick, high end over end, taken by one of the up backs to the 23-yard line, out to the 25 to the 30. Ball, Ramsey's Cruz, who we're not going to be seeing an awful lot of. What do you got,
I'm
Boots?
looking at your Wizards lineup.
Oh, my Wizards lineup.
He was pushed out by number 25, Jesse
Principe. Flag came down. Shout now. The Wizards are kind of holding their ground. The Panthers, meanwhile, are...
They did point towards John.
On a kick return for the Wizards?
Offside, maybe he jumped beat the ball.
What's
the
this?
kick.
He went hands on his head.
He went hands on his head.
Crew. And we're going to take full advantage of this
Wizards TV monitor.
Wizards
TV, or you can check it out on I-95.1's Facebook.
Against the Wizards. So the referee moved his hands to the sign, as my wife would say, for traveling.
Penalty on the win.
Can't be.
Opposite side of the Johnston, why?
The hands on the head.
All right.
Right.
Take two. A little more end over end and take it at the 30. 40 to the 40. Wizards his way.
Okay, Johnston ball first.
Follows 11 tonight instead of his usual number 8. As the Wizards deploy, the man goes in motion. Patterson hands, and this is Stubbs running right end and getting yards to about the 45 or so.
And at least that time, you know, coach talked at pregame about, you know, containing the edge and being out there. And that time, the linebacker, I think, I'm not sure if it was Jason Knott that was out there, but and was able to make the play.
For the Wizards defensively, Janet Petrarca is the nose. Taylor Costa is at one defensive tackle. The ends of Leo Salazar is in the middle on second down and 5.5 or so. Patterson out of the shotgun, sends Zendick in motion. Play action under the rush. He throws.
Ooh, that was almost
is
picked,
incomplete and nearly intercepted.
Third down. Here comes
That was almost picked by Jesse Principe. Then knocked it down, but he had a chance that if he had caught that, he might have gone all the way to the
Stubbs, the intended receiver. Stubbs also plays a little bit of quarterback, so if they come wildcat with him, look out because he may be throwing the ball. Johnston, as I mentioned, averaging a little more per game than the Wizards are. They're averaging 15.2 points per game. Both teams giving up over 30. We'll get to the stats and stuff in a moment or so. Third down now and 6. Is the pass by Patterson into the left flat. It is complete for a first down and more along the far sideline. I believe that's Zednik down to the 25.
They did a nice job of setting up that screen, John. They had a couple of linemen pull late, get over onto the side, and he was looking to his right. They came back, the little flip pass over on the screen, and the screen gained about 15 yards.
I said Patterson. It's really Hunter Remington. Ad quarter for the Panthers. And as was the case last week, we didn't get our 5:30 or so. Wide right, wide left. Flanker left as well for the Panthers, and whistles blow on 1st and 10. Clock is being kept down on the field, and we have a timeout. So with time on the field, and Lord knows how much time left to play in period number 1, we'll pause with the score: Wizards nothing, Panthers nothing on I-95.1. For almost 40 years, Bill's Place
use or vaping is an epidemic, with 1 in 5 using them. Our brains continue to grow until our mid-20s.
Nicotine use can change the way our brains grow, and not for the better.
The part of our brain that makes decisions, calculates risks, learns
for other addictions.
Not water vapor, not harmless, and not cool.
Johnston Panthers on the move in their first possession. It's taken a little while to get there down to the 25-yard line or so, but that's where they are. As Hunter Remington brings them out on 1st and 10. On the right side, that's where he's going to roll and look. He will throw looking deep for touchdown Johnston.
A little bit of a shove by Zednik got the space. Just got him out of the way. I don't think it was offensive pass interference. He was just trying to kind of shield himself down there. But you could tell the Johnston mentality.
He a big guy's looking for a big night. He comes from a very athletic family. His brother Ralph.
Can't do that. That's a penalty. 2 guys in motion.
Now he's got him set, and now the whistles blow. Took a while for Doobie's words to get down onto the field, but Ray's right.
Timeout.
So the Wizards are going to burn another timeout here.
Oh, it's Johnston.
That was
check
Johnston.
it. Johnston took a timeout.
Yeah.
Okay. Panthers take timeout. And after the 25-yard touchdown or the 30-yard touchdown pass to Zednik, Johnston leads at 6-0 on I-95.1.
Wayne Miller.
I knew something more related to the school, though.
Hey Nick, what are you reading?
Oh, just Kent County Times.
Oh really, that's cool.
I just wish it was more related to West Warwick High School.
Oh, that's funny. I have the magic word here. It's the school newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, it's produced monthly. It's also online at themagicwordonline.com.
I'll check it out.
All right, cool.
87.
Johnston lists 3 kickers on their roster. None of them being used right now. They're going for 2.
They can do it that way. That was a shift. But the first time, it definitely was, oops.
Patterson's little.
Johnson. Opportune time.
Remington simply just shoveled it into a receiver who was breaking down the right side of the line, and the Panthers convert.
Warwick Mall has all the conveniences for shopping with more than 80 retailers, community events, a 12-screen movie theater, carousel food court, and fine restaurants. Warwick Mall has free parking and is conveniently located, offering convenience for your hectic schedule. You can shop at Warwick Mall, Rhode Island's favorite family mall.
There's something for everyone at Warwick Mall.
I think we're back. I think Dave Cato's getting an explanation for that. What we thought was an illegal shift or 2 guys in motion. He doesn't seem too happy with the explanation down there. And the official kind of walked him for 20 yards, saying, "Okay, now, coach, this is what they did." And because I think Dave's argument was they stepped forward before they went into motion, and you can't do that.
So the 57-yard drive ends successfully with a 30-yard pass to Zednik. And the Panthers kick off, and the Wizards just simply dive on the ball at their own 39-yard line. We'll see West Warwick offensively for the first time tonight.
Well, for Jake Trahan, that was a smart play. All they did was hit like a line drive that I don't think got more than 3 feet in the air. And rather than get smoked, and that's what they're looking at doing, is getting there when the football gets there. He was smart enough to take it and fall out and cover it. So gives the Wizards good field position. Now we're starting almost at the 40-yard line, so that helps.
Brady Maeli is the quarterback for West Warwick in his freshman year. He'll have the likes of, but all but not including all, Rich Medeiros, Joan Pereira, Lane David is in there now, the junior, on first down and 10. Slot back left. Got a wide left, got a man in motion. He gets the call. Coming our way, I believe, is Principe. He is taken down for a loss. Back to the 34-yard line or so.
By Joe Patterson, who one of the few seniors out there for Johnston, and he's an outside, he's playing the outside, and he was not about to be denied. He just kept pushing his block farther and farther into the backfield, and eventually the runner came right to him.
You're going to hear the names of the following linemen for Johnston in no particular order: Ryan Chiano and Isaiah Letrin and Giancarlo Delgado. You're going to be hearing a lot from those. Now on second down, the Wizards pile it up off left tackle and go nowhere. Achardo is there.
Got himself piled on too. He had about 3 or 4 Johnston guys. It's pretty. I think we saw enough previous games that you can't take him on one-on-one, and they know that the other running backs right now really aren't a threat. So I think what you're going to see them do is targeting chase through most of the game.
For those Wizards, let's give them some hope.
Third down and 11 to go. Fellow cornerbacks. Chase gets the ball, heads up field. Nice little.
Nice game. Looking probably at a.
So it's fourth and about 3.
We'll see what coach decides to do.
They have not changed the rule, right? Rushing conversions. Okay, so we are.
He can't change it.
Oh, wow. All right, Medeiros comes wide left side.
What do we know?
Wizards are going to go for it on 4th and 3. Yeah, this is one of those rodeo games.
Thank you very much. It's now 4th and about 8.
Wizards offside.
That Dave Cato and I talk about needless penalties.
That's why I went gray at 35.
Left no choice here.
So De Silva will drop back in punt formation. Is that? And the Wizards are going to have to give it up.
And they just won't play.
Perfect, De Silva. About the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10. So we'll be back to Nick. 1.
County landmark for decades. Go-to spot for great breakfast and lunch. Takeout too at 828 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Hunter Remington breaks the Johnston Panthers out. He'll look to throw. He'll go. Second down and 10.
I think he wants to keep me quiet.
I keep forgetting Ray's microphone. Oh.
That one away too, because the defense had, which is a smart play on the quarterback's part. You know, put it where nobody's going to get it, and come back and try another play.
You know, you set the bar pretty low. If all you want is breakfast for airtime, I mean, we can certainly probably get you a better deal than that.
I said when turning my mic on, I want breakfast.
Second down and 10. Man goes in motion. Patterson hands and go to the middle. Now he rolls.
That's nice.
And it's taken down. The Wizards bottled it up.
About a 9-yard loss right there. And, some nice push down, and it just kept coming and it kept coming. And for West Warwick, the defense finally got themselves in there. It looked like 63, I believe.
That's De Silva.
Silva.
So now it's 3rd down and 15. But it's not. 3rd and 14 to go for Johnston. Under the rush, he is avoiding tackles. Beat and does so at the 30 line and may have it.
They may have it. 33. Sean Schultz finally got to him and knocked him out of bounds. And they're giving him the first down. So that went from being a disaster to a great play.
Hunter Remington on the must run gets the Panthers a first down at the 40-yard line.
And he's got some wheels there, John. He was moving pretty good down the sideline. And, just found a gap in that defensive rush. I thought they had him pinned.
Almost out of self-preservation because, or as they say in
Wizard Band and the Wizard Cheerleaders.
Back to Hunter was that break.
They take it down behind to the 45, Stubbs to the 40. Stubbs has running room, 35-30, 25-20. A flag is down.
Yeah,
Stubbs is in the end zone.
And that flag
now
came
we'll see what the flag
early.
is.
I mean, really early.
That flag's coming, bringing it back.
It should, when a flag comes out that early, legal procedure against Johnston. Yep. All that running in 5 yards is lost.
So negate the 6.
Play. Full start, Johnston.
That hurt. That penalty hurts.
Really hurt. Really hurt. It's down, but now it's 1st and 15.
So they'll move it back to the 30. Procedure, Panthers. 1st and 15. I'm surprised they haven't gone to Zednik yet. Again,
yeah. I mean, I know it's Warwick, but
let's go.
they might have changed around a little bit. It looks like they put Rich Medeiros over on Zednik's side this time. He's got a little more height, but still, I mean,
Let's go, Wizards.
that instead of Principe.
Zednik out wide, to the right side, and flags blow, and a timeout has been called by Dave Cato. So the Wizards.
For West Warwick right now, that's the second time.
With the score, Johnston 8, West Warwick nothing. We'll pause 30 seconds on I-95.1.
Williamson Law is a trusted name in Rhode Island for all your legal needs, from criminal to civil cases and all types of legal matters. Tim Williamson can defend you. Williamson Law's history of successful litigation speaks volumes, a reputation of excellence that's truly deserved. Williamson Law, 500 Williamson Law.
What's a beautiful cheeseburger? I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah,
I tell you, but you shut my mic off again.
Maybe.
I can find more beautiful things in Margaritaville than a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger in paradise?
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, see? 1st and 10 Panthers. 1st and 15 Panthers. Stubbs was negated by an illegal procedure call. And completes it to the 42-yard line or so. So it'll be second.
And Sean Schultz was back into that play. He's been all over the place lately for the West Warwick defense. I mean, he's not backing down from anything, and that was he picked up the slot receiver that time.
Joe Achardo Jr. on the reception. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it 2nd and 10, not 2nd and 8. The ball at the Panthers' 40-yard line. West Warwick defensively, the middle linebacker is Salazar. Jacob Safaletto and Sean Schultz, who's back in action this week, are the OLBs. The quarterbacks are Davian Alves for the Wizards. He puts it up for grabs, got a man open on the fly. This is going to be 6 more. 10-5 touchdown.
I mean, that was just straight. Let him run down the field and let the ball get up in the air. And Dylan Stubb, a freshman wide receiver for Johnston, hauls in Sorry.
Yeah, no, 60.
Was it 60?
Yep. Original line of scrimmage. Nicely thrown ball by Remington,
Nicely
too.
thrown ball. Perfect timing. I mean, Stubbs never brought it and kept running. I mean, Tom Brady practicing for to lob it over and into the trash barrel on a fly. That's how he practices.
Shotgun snap. Remington holds. Remington looks to the left after faking right and throws it incomplete.
Kind of spun his receiver around on that one, threw it on the inside shoulder instead of outside.
Yard bomb. A nice play from Remington to Stubbs. And 14.
That getting out of the house can be quite the juggling act. That's your schedule on track. You can book your annual tune-up or emergency garage door repair
what sporting
online.
events are going on, or whose birthday it is. How about what the weather is going to be like today? If you entered, recorded every day before school and uploaded to WWHS Wizards on YouTube. With news with Hannah and Olivia, meetings and events with Tiana, weather with Devin, and sports with Olivia. All West Warwick High School information is on the morning show daily at 7:35 a.m.
Scholastic League, we may as well do that now, but a lot of these games have already been played, Boots, so we want to.
Yeah, but
underway as this one got underway. Along with St. Ray's, it's at Hendricken. St. Ray's at Cranston. Picked up at the 25-yard line. Wizards bring it out to the 30, the 31, the 32. Maybe the. Brought the ball out to the 33 or so. So the Wizards get their second possession down 14.
Yeah, we haven't had too many plays run here for West Warwick on the offensive side of the line. Seems like they've been playing defense the whole first quarter, which they have essentially.
He has them out of the conventional set. Hands to Chase, who barrels up the middle. Good yards toward first down. First down at the 45-yard line. Maybe a little bit short,
but not by much. That's a change in the West Warwick offense too, John. They just went to a base eye formation. We've seen that at all out of West Warwick this season so far.
Quick update. Westerly 31-26.
Flag the middle this time for no gain. Shiano is there, along with Matt Pruitt Jr. for the Johnston Panthers. It's 2nd and 10.
By the way, I checked with Kenny Howell during. And I got a one-word answer. No.
Oh boy.
So we got to depend on I don't even know if he's here tonight.
Is it my imagination, or did it get a little warmer here in the press box? That's right, I used the word warm.
You also said little.
Adaris, twins to the left side here on 2nd down and 10.
Penalty flag.
And now a flag down. This could very well be for either.
West Warwick.
Or for procedure. Another hurtful yellow hanky.
Well, none of them are ever good unless they're against Johnston. We take that one, but yeah, it just 2nd and 15, 16. It's just not a good spot to be in.
Carbon copy formation, and again the dive.
Like a wing counter, and there wasn't much room there at all.
Yeah, I think it was Sean Schultz. So it is 3rd down and 11.
I'm looking at Johnston too, and let's see, 54, Jacob Abruzzi, who's a freshman. Patterson is. He's back out there as an outside linebacker.
Schultz slots off on the right side. Hands off. Maile hands off to Chase. Chase finds running room around right end, gets pushed out of bounds on the far sideline.
Went out about the 37 by 2 quick flags, usually against the offense. And it
Procedure, Wizards.
Ball start, West Warwick. That'll be coming back.
So negate the 3rd and 11 gain for first down by Chase and make it 3rd and 16. And the Wizards are now starting to hit deep freeze territory, down 14-0.
I can't. Maybe it's me, but this has been mostly runs. But we're still in the first quarter here. It seems like it's taking its time. It was big time too, because they thought they were going to be in that game, and Rogers took them apart.
Wing is complete for a DeAndre Chase makes the reception and gives the Wizards a first down.
You don't have an over/under on him. He's some room there. That was a nice pass coming out by Maile, but speaking of the end of the quarter,
period has come to an end. Go Family of Lumberyards game of the week here on I-95.1. At the end of one, Johnston 14, West Warwick nothing.
A family of use or vaping is an epidemic, but it's not safe for young people.
Our brains continue to grow until our mid-20s.
Not for the better.
The part of our brain that makes decisions, calculates risk, learns.
Wire our brains for other addictions.
Not water vapor, not harmless.
The restaurant has been a Kent County landmark. Breakfast and lunch, takeout too. AJ's, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street.
You know, Ray, they run it with Principe a lot. We've seen it 4 or 5 times already. Same slant.
But the thing is, why don't you have somebody spying on Chase? That's you can get away with a spy. Boots is trying to destroy the whole press box as he gets out of his seat here.
There. Yard line. That's going to be good for about 3 yards.
Jake Martins all of a sudden got hello said to him by DeAndre Chase, who really just dropped his shoulder and took him with him. But it was a nice classic. About what, 7?
Yep. Speaking of number 36s, we'll be speaking with one at halftime.
Class of '94 from West Warwick and All-State fullback the '93 season. And some people go.
Principe is the wing right side. Chase is flanked to the left. Principe goes in motion, gets the, and he's trying to out in secondary, and he gets to about the 40-yard line, maybe the 38.
I think who was really trying to outrun was John Carlos Delgado, who play. It looked like quarterback's thinking about a handoff in front of him, and meanwhile the running. But that could have been disastrous. You know, you got to make sure you know everybody understands what the and getting that ball in front of the quarterback.
Delgado, as you mentioned, a very large young man.
I didn't think he's a freshman, right?
Could be a misprint. They don't make freshmen that big.
Yes, they do.
Looking into the flat. And
that was one of those, okay, let me, you know, it's an incomplete. Coach was talking about. So now we're like 4th and 5.
This is where a veteran team, Ray, uses a long count or a staggered count to try.
Team, because a lot of times they're the ones who jump. They just don't quite have. And we have a timeout taken.
Because Boots isn't here, we're just going to hang out.
Okay.
You, me, Jim Hart.
He's trying to come
TV.
rushing back in to play the break for us.
Yeah.
We don't want it.
Never mind.
Never mind.
You both on the app?
Yes. Yeah, but now I know which dial is mine.
It's the one that's always says off.
Want me to sing for you?
No.
No, please.
Hey, let's hear it for those Wizard cheerleaders. None better in Rhode Island.
I was thinking that by saying Willie played in '93, that means that Willie Edwards sure was 26 years ago, and how does that make you and I feel?
With one of the most important moments of the game thus far, with a 4th down and 4.
Master of overstatement. Chase wide to the right side by Elion. It is complete.
That should
No.
have been
Through his
roughing the
hands.
quarterback. I don't know what the ref.
They came barrel.
Just miss it.
Brian hasn't gotten the replay thing down yet.
Drop tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Give him 2 weeks.
Couple of drops there, but
I'll live with the
First
first.
down,
I mean,
Johnston.
the first guy was half a step away from the quarterback. He couldn't have put him down, and that's.
But let me accentuate the positive. He's a freshman kid, 100-pound soaking wet, being chased down. Stuff against the
And put
ball,
right
into the hands of his
the
receiver.
Yep. We dropped it, but
But you know what I mean.
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And
Grit.
You're gonna and that's going to show up next year, the year after, the year after. You know.
Remington hands on first down. Maybe out to the 36.
On that.
They'll mark it at the 37.
Shakima, today shouldn't be at the game.
The attendance officer for West Warwick has just announced that we have an AWOL student who is right here.
I didn't feel well this morning. I feel great now.
Absolutely.
Remington on second down. Out of the gun once again. Twins on the left side. He'll look into the right.
Coming out of the backfield.
Out to the 50 from 40-yard line. Slips a couple of times. Taken down.
Screen to the left, about 34.
He's got a touchdown. He was so wide open coming out of the.
I don't know if I'd even call that a screen. It was more of a
No, it wasn't a
swing
swing
pass.
pass. Yeah, it wasn't a screen, but nobody picked him up out.
So 12, 22, 32, 37 yards on the pass play. Will have been to Joey Patterson. With Twins right and the flanker left, and he'll look to throw again. This time rolling to the right, looking for it all. He's got it toward the end zone, and
He's at the one, and that was the same pattern that they ran for their first touchdown.
First down and goal for the Johnston Panthers.
He tried. Can carry it if you will.
For plays, and the Panthers have it first and goal, inches away from their third touchdown.
And you know what's interesting? I think everybody about Patterson, we got to worry about Zednik, the two big guys. West Warwick, I think speed-wise, has no one can. Charlie, yeah, he's out in the deep, dark part of the of the neighborhood. I can't even see him.
And they score from a yard out. Instead of punching it in, hey, we'll just throw the ball.
Yeah.
1 yard touchdown pass from Remington to Achardo makes the score 20 to 9.
Is not going the way West Warwick wanted.
Goes wide right side. Stubbs in the slot on the left. We'll try to get you his number in a moment. He's being watched there by Chase. Incomplete. Intended there for Zednik and incomplete. So, big strikes. 1 of 37, 1 of West Warwick, nothing. On I-95.1.
Summer is home heating oil, but it's a smart idea to take a minute and check your tank. Prices are historically lower in the summer when demand is lower. So if your tank is down, a fuel to provide affordable, reliable, and dependable oil delivery. And now always on Aurora Fuel, 615-8662.
So the Panthers lead it 20 to nothing.
What we have to do, I mean, what West Warwick has to do now is they really have to put themselves in, get a drive going, do something positive, because Johnston's starting to make it too easy for them. They are really picking on the pass defense of West Warwick.
At least a decent return out to about midfield. It's first down for West Warwick.
Let's get it, Wizards.
And I think what you saw there, short line drives, and balls being caught at somewhere between the 30 and the 35. They're getting 10, 12 yards on it, but the defense is on them now.
Boom, 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 boom.
Goes wide left side.
What happened to the camera?
Maeli will hand it off, and they break to the
game. And here come those pesky West Warwick Wizards.
coming back for injury last week.
Yeah, they missed him last week because really, once they took Chase away, they had nothing. At least with
Chase for the first down, and then had success on the ground.
They have, but then something happened. That you get about an 18-yard gain. But they've been getting an offside or a legal procedure or whatever. That messes up, as Coach said in the pregame show, it messes up what you want to do. 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 4, but you try not to think about the 2nd and 15 or 1st and 15.
So on first down, the Wizards have the ball at the Johnston. Deepest penetration.
Richmond Durris in the slot. You really got 3 receivers.
Incomplete at the 36-yard line.
Looking for Schultz on that one. What they did was they flooded the zone. They turn around and they put Richmond Durris, who was in the slot. He kind of went into the middle, and then here he comes out of the backfield, Schultz. So you had 3 potential receivers there. The most open.
2nd and 10. This time Hinz is in the ball game.
Chase now spread wide.
There's the hand again. Good yards. Up the middle, spinning, turning. Hinz has got his way down to about the 9 or 8 yard line.
That's Sean Schultz.
You know,
Up the middle.
Missed him yet last week. That you can tell, but that's not all Sean Schultz. You got to get some credit right now to the offensive line. The A and B gap, they are really opening up some holes for Schultz.
24-yard gain by Schultz. And it is now a
Silva too, the junior, and he's
try the other side. This time we're going to go right down to the 10, down to DeAndre Chase completes a pretty
nice drive, and it wasn't ticky-tacky, 2 yards, 2 yards, 2 yards. They had some nice plays out of that. Schultz had a pretty good run. Chase had a run to kick the drive off. Maybe that's what you need to get themselves feeling better about going into halftime. Minute mark.
And the first time we get to hear the Wizards fight song this season.
Yeah.
Only their second touchdown of the entire year. But an impressive drive ends with a extra point is up and good.
Pumped up. I mean, that drive really changed the attitude on the sideline. That's to be honest with you. Let's see if it carries over to defense.
So the Wizards get on the board here in the second quarter. It's Johnston 20, West Warwick 7 and 95.1.
When Wayne Miller quarterbacked for the West Warwick Wizards, his receivers and running backs relied on Wayne and his staff at Miller Electric to provide quality electrical repair and service, whether it's from minor installations to complete rewiring. You can count on Miller Electric to get the job done right. Electric 828-0087. That's 828-0087.
Does this guy do Friday Night Raw?
Couldn't tell you. I miss Eric White.
The opinions expressed of those of Ray Doobie and John Vitello and do not necessarily reflect the views of I-95.1. 22-7. Get a shot, they've got it. Wizards have recovered the onside kick.
Nice timing for that because Johnston was not ready for it. 10 yards before he touched it. I don't know what the flag is for.
Off the rails.
Yeah. May not need it.
You're West Warwick cheerleaders, and you're.
Penalty for, or would you picking up the flag?
They are picking up the flag. So the Wizards get the onside kick.
The 10-yard difference. The ball's got to go 10 yards before you recover it, and you recover.
Back off the hole, and they do.
Oop,
there goes Schultz again.
I think you're
good
gonna
yards
see a hole.
again.
That's coming back. That came in from where you.
Holding Wizards.
The eyes haven't gone too much. Good thing.
Just rake it up.
Maybe no, I wasn't. You knew what I was thinking.
So the penalty brings the ball back. They'll mark it all the way back to the 45-yard line.
That hurts because you had the team excited. You recovered the onside position and then back.
Here's the pitch to Schultz. Oh, there's Schultz.
There's 36.
It's Chase.
Yeah. Took care of the defensive end and got him past the contain point. But his team out there, but they have some height out there.
It's a veritable basketball team out there.
I was wondering what the basketball. That's what I said earlier. I wonder what the basketball coach thinks about these guys, all these guys playing football.
Richmond. This time, nothing
that time he
doing.
Picked the wrong side.
Darryl Harley, the guard.
And be going to his right. There was a gaping hole. He went to his left.
Third down, West Warwick.
3 guys met him. And all of a sudden, I looked. He veered left. But I mean, you're making that decision literally on the fly. You're taking a step and saying, "Where's the hole?" And it might be there when you're.
3rd and 20. Time for that little slant pattern here. Timeout has been called. West Warwick
the last one they
has burned their last timeout of the first half. So we'll do the same. West 7, 995.1.
Want to make this football season taste better than in West Greenwich? There, you score a touchdown on award-winning wings and crafted specialty pizza, a full bar, and tons of fun. Dan's Place is the best place for getting together with friends, watching the game, having a cold one, and filling your dinner. Dan's Place is a game changer. 880 Victory Highway in Ready? Break!
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, I forgot to play the music. Sorry.
Forgot to play music. But he's having a tough night tonight, John. You know?
Everybody has them.
Controls your microphone, remember?
That's right. You're having a tough night.
So he thinks.
We think.
Mr. Pacheco have a microphone?
No.
No?
He does now if you want to pass it to him.
We'll wait. But Reese, we're going to bring you in at some point.
Get your numbers
We
ready.
are going to bring you in. Get your facts straight, man.
All right, third
down and long. Maeli's going to drop. He's going to be under the rush. He's going to fly. Throws a little swing pass off to the far sideline.
Now look at him. There was a lot of room over there on the left side, and Chase ball first.
4th down. And they'll send the.
Have they given a 4-minute warning, John?
I believe they did.
Did they?
It's Jeremy Stubbs back there for Johnston. De Silva got it all. Did cleanly at the 20-yard line. And then a very good open field tackle.
I think Willie Edwards is going to go down and talk to the young man and say, "You're doing 36 proud."
Beautiful tackle
Oh,
back to
great
the
job.
27-yard line.
And everybody remember, Chase is a freshman. He is going to be a player. We're going to be hearing from him for assuming no injuries or anything. You know, you'll be hearing about him for 4 years. By the time he's a senior, he's going to be a stud.
Stay tuned for the Bank RI halftime report. Boots will go through the games that have been played so far. And a recap on this one with Reese Pacheco. To turn the far side. Stubbs gets 3, 4, and then is planked down. That proverbial wet noodle.
Shot. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Is Jeremy or is it supposed to be Jeremy?
It's Jeremy.
Jeremy out there. When they watch the film, do you think his brother's going to be yelling at him?
The way that one hurt, yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't making any effort to block anybody.
2nd down and 6. Twins left, flanker right. Shotgun for Remington. Got 5 yards on the next best defender. To the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Johnston.
But that wasn't even close. Once he got around the corner and he got to full speed, there was nobody in West Warwick that was going to catch him. And that's something I said to you earlier. They got some people who can get down that field in a hurry, and that was the perfect example.
Wow. And that quiets everybody here on the near sideline.
And it puts West Warwick right back where they started, and they're back down, 19 points, a point after, to make it 20.
Right now.
They've scored on a 30-yard pass play, a 60-yard pass play, a 3-play drive covering 50-yard run by the two. Remington again, this time he'll hold.
Incomplete.
Along the far sideline, Johnston thinks it's a reception.
That 2-point conversion is no good. 2-point conversion.
But it is
down. It early, right at the very beginning of the play.
Field in the second quarter. Johnston leads by 19 again. It's the Panthers 26, the Wizards 7, and 995.1.
For almost 40 years, Bill's Place has been a staple in the Phoenix section of West Warwick. Generations have enjoyed great along with that signature pizza and their hot oven grinders. Bill's Place offers juicy Angus burgers, great daily specials, prime rib, more, all in a casual and friendly family atmosphere. Bill's has always been and continues to be a great place for lunch or to bring the kids for dinner, or with friends in the lounge and enjoy the game on one of their 8 flat-screen TVs. Everyone loves Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in the Phoenix section of West Warwick.
Return to a 19-point lead at 26-7. They've led by as many as 20. And now they look to kick deep.
No, they don't. Well, they do.
Why wouldn't they?
First one, because the first one they have. Everything else has been like those line drives.
Yeah, then those little chippies, yeah. Not much doing on the return, though, on the far sideline. The Wizards will have the ball 1st and 10.
And they got that ball down to about somewhere between 10 and the 15-yard line. It was a good kick. I guess he just doesn't trust his kicking team. And a lot of times, well, he's got a lot of his top line out there. Just for whatever reason, doesn't want to try to cover a West Warwick kick return. So he's been kicking it short.
Brady Maeli's had a decent afternoon, evening. Now nighttime.
Right about the 20-yard line.
I thought it went out. What happened? We lost our PA announcer for a minute or a second.
On first down, we go back up the middle.
Jammed up. Johnston had 8 guys up on the box on that one. They were looking for run right up the middle, and they guessed right. They really loaded it up. Second about 7.
With the ball shy of the 30-yard line.
And we have no idea how much time left, but we got to be closing in on somewhere around maybe 2 minutes and a half to go.
West Warwick is out of timeouts.
And Johnston's only got 1. The clock is running now. Doesn't hurry up, he's going to get a delay a game, but I don't think they'll do that right now.
Maeli breaks him out again. Everybody in tight. Now Madeira slots off to the left side. Down. Brady drops back and hands up the middle, and a couple of yards, no more.
And Chase dodged the first tackle a little bit. He couldn't when he got to the line. There were like 3 guys waiting for him.
That was Shiano again. 3rd now and short. Possibilities.
Well, we've seen that West Warwick's not afraid to throw the ball. We've seen it Chase and Schultz in particular can also give you that run threat. So this is one of those downs, 3rd and 3. That you keep the defensive coordinator guessing. What are you going to do? You're going to, well, I guess he's going to try to figure it out because Johnston took their last time out.
No, that's the 2 quarters here in West Warwick. So at the end of the first 24 minutes, it's the Wizards trailing Johnston 26-7, and all kinds of stuff coming up for you on the Bank RI halftime report, which starts in just a moment on I-95.1.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that Europe just passed a new copyrights law. I wish there was something more related to the school, though.
Hey, Nick, what are you reading?
Oh, just Kent County Times.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I just wish it was more related to West Warwick High School.
Oh, that's funny. I have the magic word here. It's the school newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, it's produced monthly. It's also online at themagicwordonline.com.
I'll check it out.
All right, cool.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that Europe just passed a new copyrights law.
Cirque des Souls, Dungeon of Doom, and the Dead River Field of Screams, Thursday through Sunday, as well as Halloween night.
Field of Screams.
179 Plain Meeting House Road, West Greenwich, or online at hauntedhayride.net.
Attention. Dr. Jamie is here.
Since when are you a doctor?
I'm just giving you a checkup, all right? Lay down, say ah.
It's not me. It's all this dust and dirt.
Here's the problem right here. You're choking on my wood.
It's so dirty.
No problem. Let me put it in this box and power wash it.
Are you sure it will fit in there?
Absolutely. There's almost nothing we can't do at Jamie's Power Wash and Deck Staining. We even power wash vinyl siding, concrete, fences, and more. I do exterior and interior painting and remodeling too.
I could use help cleaning this mess.
I also provide handyman and construction services. If you call me at 401-837-4545, that's 401-837-4545, I'll come anytime.
Anytime?
Jamie's Power Wash and Deck Staining, because you like it clean and they like it dirty. Jamie'sPowerWashing.com or jfreitasconstruction.com.
It's time for the I-95.1 Halftime Show, brought to you by Bank Rhode Island. Bank RI is there for you.
Back at Masnicki Field, where the Johnston Panthers lead the West Warwick Wizards 26-7 at the half. It's been all Johnston. We bring in Reese Pacheco, who's been keeping our stats for the first half. Reese, what has been an eye-opener for Johnston?
Eye-opener for Johnston. Honestly, they're all over the field. Like 181 yards of total pass offense, and between that, it's 102 yards on the ground for Johnston, bringing me to 283 total offense. For West Warwick, we got 77 total yards of offense. I do like what Brady Miley is doing with the ball. He's keeping it out of the defense's hands. What West Warwick really just has to do is they have to clean up their mistakes and really just convert those flags, get rid of them, turn them into total yards.
No, their only touchdown. It's actually their first touchdown of the season.
First touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, it was their first touchdown of the season. How did that transpire? What was that?
Well, that was from our number 36, I believe.
Right there.
Number 36, DeAndre Chase. They've been giving this boy the ball all game, and it seems like every time he touches the ball, John, he gets better throughout the game. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, he's been showing some signs of life,
right.
And they ran the same play almost. They ran the same play that entire series, and that's what got them the touchdown.
Right.
Was that? Then they had that one touchdown that went through the hands, and I don't remember who it was that lost the ball. It was into the end zone to our right.
I believe that was DeAndre Chase.
Was that DeAndre Chase?
Right.
So they've had some scoring chances.
Right.
Not too many flags, a couple of stupid flags, but nothing serious. But it's been all Johnston with 283 total offensive yards to 77 total offensive yards. For the West Warwick Wizards.
And that's what I mean. If you take those flags, they have a better opportunity to score and get into the end zone. But DeAndre Chase being an excellent workhorse for the West Warwick Wizards. It's all Johnston.
Yeah, it's all Johnston. 26-7 at the half. Johnston all over West Warwick. Homecoming 2019 from Masnicki Field. We'll be back with the scoreboard when we come back here on I-95.1.
You can see things happening in Rhode Island business, but you may not see us. We're Bank Rhode Island. We don't draw the plans for new buildings or pave new roads, but we are in the picture, delivering commercial banking that empowers new construction and paves the way for new communities across Rhode Island. Signature commercial banking from Bank RI. We don't make things, we make things happen.
I-95.1, we're back at Masnicki Field, homecoming 2019, where the Johnston Panthers lead the West Warwick Wizards by a score of 26-7. Willie Edwards, as soon as John gets back, whenever that is. But we're going to take a look around the Interscholastic League. A game earlier today down in Westerly, Middletown all over Westerly. Well, I shouldn't say all over Westerly. It was only a 5-point difference, but Middletown beat Westerly 31-26. Other games around the Interscholastic League, no scores except for one final score that I did get from Charahoe. Tolman shut out Charahoe 26-0. The big game that everybody's watching is in Division I. LaSalle is at Bishop Henrican. Also going on around tonight, St. Ray's is visiting Cranston East. Cumberland is at Shea. North Smithfield at Tiverton tomorrow. Davies will be at Exeter West Greenwich Co-op. That'll be tomorrow as well. Tomorrow also Smithfield's going to North Providence to do battle. Narragansett will be at Juanita Sanchez. Mount Hope tomorrow will be at Mount Pleasant. Cranston High School Falcons will be at Moses Brown. North Kingstown will be doing battle with East Providence at East Providence. Also tomorrow Barrington will be at South Kingstown. Portsmouth will be at Central. So there's your trip around the Interscholastic League right now. It's 26-7 at the half. Johnston Panthers all over the West Warwick Wizards. It's 2019 homecoming here on I-95.1. Right after this from Bank Rhode Island on the Bank Rhode Island Halftime Show, assistant coach Willie Edwards of the Brown Bears coming up.
You can see things happening in Rhode Island business, but you may not see us. We're Bank Rhode Island. We don't draw the plans for new buildings or pave new roads, but we are in the picture, delivering commercial banking that empowers new construction and paves the way for new communities across Rhode Island. Signature commercial banking from Bank RI. We don't make things, we make things happen.
Back on the Bank RI halftime show. Johnny Boots, Ray Doobie, and we bring in Mr. Willie Edwards.
Coach Edwards, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Coach. How are you?
Is your mic on?
I don't know. There it is.
There
See, you set me off again.
No, you got the wrong headset on. You got the wrong headset on. You're on there, Willie.
I got the one you took me, told me to put up.
I know.
All right. You messed it up. Anyway, Willie Edwards, who I'm going to scare you, 1993.
I graduated in 94.
Yeah, and you were down here in 1993 as the host of the Willie Edwards postgame show in the old Scoreston. What'd you do? Shut it. Old Scoreston.
You keep talking. I'll take care of the technical
take care
stuff.
of me.
Okay?
All of a sudden, I couldn't hear myself.
You know, Sean McDonough doesn't give this director a hard time.
I know it. Now that he's got finished chewing me out, ever think you would have seen yourself 1993 doing a post-game show on the old WKRI and seeing where you are now? Was that even in your headset?
Never crossed my mind that things would be the way they are. Me at Brown, coaching football, and you know better than anybody that I came a long, long way. So very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in now.
Yeah, and you're right, but it's got to be a bit of a change coaching at the college level.
It's been an adjustment. It's been a humbling experience. You go from being one of the smartest, if not the smartest guy in the room, to not being the smartest guy in the room, and doing a lot of the grunt work and grind work and working the long hours. We probably in season work around 70 hours a week. So that's been an adjustment, but it's been incredible. It really has been.
And I mean, you had a heck of a career, really, as the head coach at Moses Brown. You had what, 3 or 4 state championships, I believe?
We won 2. We went to 5, so we
All
lost a couple. We went to 5 in a row, so it was a nice run for us. We had a nice run.
And I'm sure you were able to teach the lessons to those kids based on what you had dealt with. And what's it like dealing with an Ivy League student who is also a football player?
I was a little nervous going in. I was a little nervous going into that situation. I didn't know what to expect, but it's honestly the same exact scenario that I dealt with at Moses Brown. The kids are what I call eager beavers, meaning they want to excel, they want to please everyone, and they work extremely hard. They're just a couple years older and more developed. And there's more of them. There's more of them, which is always great.
But the other thing is, too, as a head coach, you're so used to running the whole show, and you had the whole time, and you really took a Moses Brown program and brought it up a couple of levels. I believe you guys were in Division III when you took over, and when you left last year, it was a Division I program.
Yeah, that's been a part of the adjustment at Brown. When I was at MB, we, I had to do a lot of it. The strength and conditioning, the stuff in the summer, everything. Now I just have this small little sliver of outside linebacker stuff to deal with and some other responsibilities. So it's been different. It's been different. But, I was really lucky at Moses Brown. We had some great kids to coach, and we had some, I had some great assistant coaches to work with. So I've been very, very lucky.
Yeah, the other big guy coming in over your shoulder over here. Look at this. He even brings you goodies,
I bring
John.
gifts, man.
He brings gifts for you. You know,
this is an XL, John. I mean,
well, but that gets you closer to my pick because we were trying to decide how many layers of clothing John was going to wear for this game. The win was 5, but now he's got 4 rather, but now he's got 5, so he can go another level. You know,
I gotta take care of JP. He's always taking care of me, man, and gotta make sure he's well equipped.
It's so good to see you.
You too, man. You look great, buddy.
We. Frank Mesnick.
I still have some of those tapes.
Do you?
I really do.
So do I.
I still have some of those tapes. I should go through them and check them out.
Oh, that's funny. Go ahead, John. I've already got my questions out of the way.
Did you talk about tomorrow?
I was just
No,
gonna,
I didn't.
I was going to ask about tomorrow.
No, I didn't.
You go ahead.
You're all right tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all you need to
They
say.
are really good, man. I've been studying them for the last week or so, and so proud of the way that program has come. I know they're 0-4, but they're probably the best 0-4 team in the country in 1AA football. If you guys are watching the game tomorrow, they have a receiver that is unbelievable. He's going to the NFL. His name's Aaron Parker, 4th-round draft pick. They're projecting. I don't know what we're going to be able to do with him. For me, it's pretty cool. 24 years ago, I played at Brown Stadium as a freshman fullback. We lost the heartbreaker to Brown, and now 24 years later, I'm coaching against URI. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
I wanted to ask you this all day. We spent most of the time this summer out on the road. How difficult is it to recruit at Brown versus other teams around the country?
Yeah, it's my first time ever recruiting on the road, and they had me everywhere. I was out in Seattle, I was out in Portland, Oregon, I was out in Denver. It's difficult, man. The admission process at Brown is very, very difficult, and we need, we're at a band system, so we only can get certain type of kids into the school and support them. So it's tough, man. We got to find kids that have the SAT or the ACT mark, and kids that have the the GPA to get into the school, and then they have to be able to play football. You know what I mean? They have to be. What I've learned is if you don't have the academics and if you don't have the size, they really want size at the Ivy Leagues.
There's always talk about chemistry with members of the football team. What about the coaching staff? Have you and James Perry and company developed a chemistry?
Oh, it's great. It is. We spend 75 hours a week together, so we have great chemistry. But James is awesome. He's a year younger than me. The staff is really close. We go out sometimes after games. We spend a lot of time together. It really, and he brought over 4 or 5 of his guys from Bryant. So, they already had a chemistry established. So, but it's been great. He's awesome to work for.
The atmosphere must be absolutely terrific.
It is. They just put in a $10 million facility for football. So we're lucky. We walked into a place that's just, pristine and brand new, man. So I call it the Palace.
And the administration is super with Jack Hayes.
Oh, Jack Hayes and, Christine Paxton, that president. Everybody's just really supportive of Brown football.
Good to see you, Wilt.
You too, man. Thanks for having me.
All right. Willie Edwards, assistant football coach with the Brown University Bears.
But he doesn't have to fly the plane because when my brother flew him, he just gave him the handles and said, "Here, you go it. You do it."
I'm going to get out of Jim Hart's seat as the Panthers kick off to the Wizards.
Shift.
And go deep again. This is going to be picked up and then fumbled at the 15-yard line. And immediately stalled off as 4 Johnston defenders come in to take care of the with the ball, and it's going to set up first down and 22 yards as we play our next game of musical chairs.
You got to play musical headsets after the next break.
Okay. Why do I have Reese?
Yeah, it was just throwing headsets on. Reese did a fine job, by the way.
I was going to say, what did he have to say?
Reese, 277 yards total offense for Johnston. What was it? 283 to 77 yards for West Warwick total offensive yards.
283, but 190 if that was on big plays. The Wizards go off left tackle and get another first down, and then flung to the ground at the 35-yard line is Sean Schultz. Schultz gets to the 35. So that's a gain of 13 plus. And it sets up another 1st and 10. So I got a little brown football cap and
what the heck?
a dry fit shirt. It better be a double X.
If not, you can hand it this way.
Willie knows it's my size. It's an X.
It's an XL.
Willie wants me to lose weight.
Well, there you go.
Tell you, it was a long road to the little boy's house.
Long line, too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Medeiros goes wide to the right side. Maeli drops, looks, rolls, throws it to the flat. It is complete. Avoiding one tackle, two tackles. Wizards are on the roll, gets to midfield. It's DeAndre Chase who picks up good yards and another first down.
For another Wizard. First down. And they're driving, and it's West Warwick first down. At about the
So the drive that began at the 23-yard line is now picked up 27. Now they mark it back to the 48-yard line of West Warwick. So the Wizards still in their own territory here on first down and 10. What happened to Ray?
He's talking to Willie.
Okay. So Chase will go wide to the left side. He's got Medeiros there as well, and handoff goes to Schultz. Off that left tackle hold, he might have gotten to midfield.
John Schultz, left side, gain for about 1 yard. West Warwick, second down.
All right, now the glasses are on, so it's official.
So you can see the monitor?
Yeah, second down and 10. Play was made by Achardo. Had some help from junior Jariel Rodriguez. I'll just call him J. Rodriguez. They do. Medeiros wide right. Chase further upfield toward us. May have even been over the ball. They don't call it though. Maeli into the rush.
We get tackled.
And he is taken down from behind.
At the 40.
It was Joe Patterson who came in and hit him from the blind side. A loss back to the 41-yard line. It's going to be third down and long for the Wizards. They've come after Maeli, but Brady's hung in there for the most part. Actually completed a decent pass toward the end of the second quarter. We're here in the third, 26-7 Johnston. As the Panthers have struck on some very big plays in this game, most notably a 90-yard run by Hunter Remington, their quarterback. West Warwick takes its time in the huddle. Dave Cato patrolling the sidelines in his orange jacket for identifiability purposes. Again, the twins, Medeiros and DeAndre Chase, go wide, this time to the left side, and flags go down as a delay of game penalty is going to be assessed to West Warwick. So this will make it third and even longer. Plays the ball back at the 36-yard line. They've got to get to the 41 of Johnston.
21 yards to go for first down, West Warwick.
Maeli this time out of the conventional set, hands off, a little bit of running room on the far side for Schultz. But then the hole closes quickly, and he's taken down by three, including Achardo and by Hunter Remington, who's playing a cornerback. Stubbs is also there. It's fourth down, and this will bring De Silva out. Brown, URI tomorrow. Going, Boots?
No, the cheerleaders aren't going. They usually do, but they're not going. On their original schedule, they were going. That Stony Brook game last Saturday night, though. What a heartbreaker.
Tough
what
game.
What a heartbreaker.
But for the most part, they're playing well. Should have been a flag down this one. De Silva got it off. High and short. This is going to take a Johnston bounce after it hits the 30-yard line. Down to 32 by Schultz. And Johnston will set up shop. Third quarter action continues in a moment here on I-95.1 with the score, the Panthers 26, the Wizards 7.
Welcome to Finetco, a family of lumber yards started in Rhode Island with Coventry Lumber, Rhode Island's first and best drive-through lumber yard. You can visit Finetco at Coventry Lumber in Rhode Island, West Haven Lumber and Waterford Building Supply in Connecticut, and E.L. Morse Lumber in Massachusetts. With our strategic locations, we cover your needs from the New York border to Cape Cod and the greater Boston area, with a standard of best-in-class products for your design and building projects. Coventry Lumber and the Finetco family of lumber yards. One simple call does it all.
So the Panthers have the ball first and 10. Handoff goes to Achardo, who runs outside on the right, goes end around and gets to the 42-yard line.
Our boy's looking pretty good, huh, John? Had to
Certainly
catch up
is.
a little bit. We don't get to see each other as much as we did.
No, nor do I.
I.
On Facebook, about it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I'm not even on that, so that eliminates that. But that's a true West Warwick success story, and for him to come to homecoming as an assistant coach at Brown, that has to surprise an awful lot of people. Been a long journey, but he got there. He'll be a head coach in college before you know it.
First down, Johnston, the ball at the 44-yard line. They went to a charter the first time. This time, nothing doing.
Oof. That one got stuffed up in a hurry.
Silva, Salazar, Bob, Carroll, Ted, and Alice. Principe is there. A lot of people there to put the clamps on Dermot Stubbs, and sets up a 3rd down and 13 to go, or a 2nd down and 13 to go at the 40-yard line.
A nice defensive pass rush, too. A nice defensive line rush by West Warwick. They bottled that play up before it even got started.
Jaime Musa, Delgado the tackles. The guards are Shiano and Harley. Nick Jeanette also in there offensively on the line for Johnston. Remington looks, throws, takes a couple of steps, now tucks it in, rolls forward, gets to the original line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Chad, West Warwick's definitely changed up a little bit of their defense. You're seeing a lot more coverage of the backs coming out of the backfield. That was burning them in the first half. So they've seemed to have fixed that, and they've seemed to take care of their contain a lot more. So whatever adjustments Coach Cato made at halftime is really starting to pay some dividends, and you can see it in this drive. It's 3rd and 10.
Zednik, the big guy, the 6'6 guy, 1 catch. Is for a touchdown in the first quarter.
Let's hear it, everybody, for West Warwick football.
I think that's where you're going to see Johnston go back again, because the running isn't working. They're going to stop putting the ball in the air.
3rd down and 10. This time trips right. Remington drops, looks, throws. It is complete at the 35-yard line to the 30 to the 25-yard line. A very nice catch downfield. It wasn't Zednik. It was Joe Patterson.
Joe Patterson, he had his choice because Zednik was like five yards ahead of him, came back, made a nice block on it. He had his choice as who he could throw to on that when they were literally in the same line, just 5 yards apart.
Well-thrown ball by Remington, got to Patterson.
Great throw.
Major League Baseball playoffs. Astros beat the Tampa Bay Rays, taking a 1-0 lead in that series, 6-0. And the Twins are up on the Yankees in the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0.
That's even better.
1st and 10. Again, Remington rolls right. Looks, going for it all. He's got a man in the end zone.
Oh, dropped it.
Incomplete.
He had it in his hands. He dropped it as he hit the ground. I mean, that's going to be tough for West Warwick to cover. We said that at the very beginning of the game, and throw it up there. He's already got 5-6 inches on, more than that. He's probably got an 8 to 10 inch height difference, and you know now you add in the fact that his arms are a lot longer than the kickoff. He's got a big catch radius for him to throw to. Both of them do, Patterson and Zednik.
Zednik targeted for only the 2nd time. Unofficially.
But you know what? He's had some options open, and that was covered. Like I said, West Warwick made some changes in their defensive coverage for second half, and in what they want to do. And it's right now it's at least slowing Johnston down. It hasn't stopped them.
On 2nd down, Remington.
All right, you had a snap.
Draws a wizard offside.
It should be. He started to come offside, and then West Warwick, Johnston jumped. I'm interested to see how they. If he broke the neutral zone, it's going against West Warwick.
It's going to be against Taylor Costa, who came up smacking himself in the helmet.
Yeah, because he pretty much forced, when he did that, Ryan Shiano, I think it was Ryan, he jumped. And but see, the high school road rule is different. Once you break the neutral zone, that's it. Now you don't get a chance to go back like you do in the pros.
2nd down and 5. Patterson sends a man in motion. Setting up an empty backfield. Again goes over the middle.
One-handed.
Great catch, a one-handed grab for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Johnston.
What a great catch by Joe Patterson.
I forget what I was watching, but it was either on ESPN or NFL Network or whatever, and they were talking about how kids now, because of Odell Beckham Jr. and some of the other people that are making the one-handed plays, they are actually going out now and practicing it as junior high kids, so that by the time they get to high school, they can go with the one hand. They can make that play. Nobody, it's like become an accepted way for a receiver to get the ball if it's up over his head. Don't worry about two hands up there, just get one. And if you get a paw that's big enough to hold on to it, that's the end result.
Remington does a nice job getting to those big guys.
Yeah, he does.
Going for the 2-point conversion, Remington will hand. They'll try to bull their way upfield. Not going to happen.
Okay, the West Warwick Wizards.
Stubbs is stopped.
Stop the 2-point conversion.
It was Jaden Petrarca who wrapped him up. And the conversion is no good. So, the Panthers scoring another biggie, 25 yards from Remington to Patterson. 32-7 Panthers on I-95.1.
Williamson Law is a trusted name in Rhode Island for all your legal needs, from criminal to civil cases and all types of legal matters. Tim Williamson can defend you like he defended Hoop during his days on the court. Williamson Law's history of successful litigation speaks volumes, a reputation of excellence that's truly deserved. Williamson Law, Quaker Lane, Warwick, 739-8500. Williamson Law.
Or see Tim at his new address on Quaker Lane in West Warwick.
That's right. Right next to my dentist.
Dr. Mollahan.
Dr. Mollahan.
The
Great
father-in-law of former Wizard 3-sport athlete Rich Lazat.
No, huh?
Yep. How small the world gets.
I could walk to his office.
Can you get him to like Kevin Bacon? You know, the 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon?
Probably. I know, and get him to 7 degrees to John Parenti. That's about it.
That's a James Wood. Yeah.
Oh, God.
32-7.
Where are we going next week?
Right back here.
All right.
For Woonsocket.
And what about that? Do we have commentary on Saturday? Ben?
Yes, we do, against Mount Pleasant.
Maybe by yourself, John. I got invited to a Brown University game. Well, you were.
Don't have to worry about turning on his headphones then, huh?
No, good.
Kick short, taken to the 25, and brought out to the 33, 34-yard line.
Still fighting his way.
Actually, we're not here next Friday night.
We're not.
Socket's on the 18th. We're going to Coventry on the 12th. Mount Pleasant to Coventry.
Wait a minute, on Saturday, nothing Friday night?
I bet you're wrong.
When Socket's here? Oh.
All right, you won that one.
Yep, John won.
Makes up for you picking the number of layers.
Don't turn me off.
I won't turn you off.
Anything on the Henderson game?
No, there is nothing. I have nothing to report on that. I keep looking and nobody's posting anything.
1st and 10 Wizards. Brady Maile brings out the orange and black. DeAndre Chase slanted off to the right side. Banderas is wide to the right with somebody else there in twin formation.
That was a
throw. And Maile had to unload it incomplete.
He just had to get rid of that one, which was smart, getting him back. And, now you get 2nd and 10, and better than throwing an interception or better than taking a sack for 12 yards or so, and that's what it would have been.
Principe comes back in the ball game for the Wizards. I believe Schultz is out. They kept DeAndre Chase in. Yeah, doubleheader action next week. And the following week, everybody's on the road.
18th and 19th, we're off.
Both?
Both.
Yep.
Wow.
A weekend off, Ray.
Thank you.
For now.
All things subject to change.
2nd and 10, Maile holds
nice little
hands.
Counter to Chase.
DeAndre out to the 40, maybe the 41.
Oh, ball popped.
DeAndre Chase out to the 40.
Did they mark him as down? Because
3rd down here.
that ball popped up. You can't advance a fumble in high school, so now I'm just waiting to see who they're giving. They're moving and change. So I guess it's going to be West Warwick keeps it, because that could have got scary. That was a nice little inside counter that they ran. Chase came in off the right wing, right slot, if you will. Came back inside, a little inside counter.
So it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and a little more than 4.
Let's hear it for those with it.
32-7 the score. Homecoming night at West Warwick. I guess the dance is tomorrow.
Yes.
I won't be going.
Is it, John, nobody asked you?
Nope. Miley rolls right after the play action. He's under the rush. He throws. He is nearly intercepted, but completed by Chase. One of the Panthers went for the intercept, and they get the first down inside Johnston territory at the 48. A gamble. Somebody gambled in a white uniform when they saw the ball, but Chase was able to accept the ball and run it into territory.
And it went through his hands as he went to intercept it, and then Chase was able to bobble a little, but pull it in, get the first down. I want to tell then, since we had a college scout up here, and the number had nothing to do with it. Willie, before you got back here, was telling me he was very impressed with Mr. Chase. He said the number didn't hurt. He said, but he's going to be a player. So he was very impressed with what he saw with Chase and the Wizards in general because of their age. He said, hey, listen, they don't quit. They play hard, and that's what impressed him.
Third quarter has come to an end. 12 minutes of football left here at Mesnicky Field. Panthers have a big lead. It's 32-7 here on I-95.1.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that Europe just passed.
Warwick Mall has all the conveniences.
I wish there was something more related to the school, though.
Hey, Nick, what are you reading?
Oh, just Kent County Times.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I just wish it was more related to West Warwick High School.
Oh, that's funny. I have the magic word here. It's the school newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, it's produced monthly. It's also online at themagicwordonline.com.
I'll check it out.
All right, cool.
Staff at Miller Electric to provide quality electrical repair and service, whether it's large or small, residential or commercial. From minor installations to complete rewiring, you can count on Miller Electric to get the job done right. Emergency repairs too. Miller Electric, 828-0087. That's 828-0087.
We are getting close to Bootsy territory in terms of the clock.
Yeah.
32-7.
One more touchdown will do it. The Wizards again trying to go off left tackle. Able to get maybe 4, maybe 5 yards down to about the 43. Sean Schultz carried, was tackled by Achardi and by Shiano. It's second down and 5.
They are driving. Let's hear it for those Wizards.
W-I-Z-I-D-S, Wizards.
He would never make it through one of your program director meetings.
Nope. There's an R in the word.
He would, but it's through one door and out the other.
Be bruised and battered. Hand off to Chase. Bumped into his own blocker and then is taken down.
Fumble.
Ball may be down. Johnston may have come up with it.
No whistle and...
Rugby scrum of about 6 players ends up going down to about the 42-yard line. There should be
a block. There should be a block in the back.
It is a Johnston ball.
Should be a block in the back. Lane David took a real hard shove. I couldn't catch the number from Johnston.
But it was a 10-yard rugby scrum.
These officials will let some stuff go that
normally wouldn't happen.
Gets kids hurt. You know, because you're getting pushed from behind or a late hit. And a late hit on a quarterback in the first half was like, that should never happen.
Bill Vincent, the center, brings out the Johnston Panthers. Remington has gone the route at quarterback. He stands in the shotgun formation. Wings both left and right. Flankers both left and right. And the handoff goes to Stubbs. Jeremy Stubbs goes left side. And he's taken down by Schultz. A gain of a couple.
Schultz came to play tonight. I mean, we've seen some nice runs out of him. He's played some very, very solid defense. He's been good on the kickoffs. He had that spark to the team that we didn't see last week.
Second down, and we'll call it 8. Ball at the 43-yard line. Band is still here.
Yep.
They abandoned ship last week.
Yeah, they were smart.
Autumn has arrived, my boys.
Yeah, I was looking for forecast. They're saying like 30 tonight.
Yeah.
Not going to worry about mosquitoes much longer.
Nope, I think they're gone. Fruit flies either. They're driving me crazy to say.
This time Zednik wide to the left side. The other tall guy is wide right.
Great.
Keeper by Remington, close to first down yardage.
I don't know. I thought he had it. He got at least to, I thought, the 35, but that's not where they're marking him. Third and
now they'll push it up a little bit. 3rd and 1.
Yeah. You're right. That is the first time that Remington has carried the ball. And he could throw. I mean, you said it, John. One of the things with Remington is he definitely has an arm. He's only a sophomore, so I mean he's going to develop as he goes. He's got a nice little touch to the ball. He looks well for his receivers. He finds the open man. He can scramble. We've seen that.
He's got Zednik wide left and Patterson wide right. And he hands. They go up the middle for a first down, and Stubbs may have it.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Stubbs is slow in getting up.
He got hit behind the line of scrimmage. If I'm running against West Warwick right now, I'm not running up the middle. That's where their strength is right now. The strength in terms of is right up the middle. You are not going to go get it very far trying to go up on West Warwick up the middle. You've got Jaden Petraka's there. He's doing a very good job.
Costa, too.
And then the big guy, Ivan De Silva. I mean, those three guys are hard to get past. Get to the outside, now the size goes way down, and you're a little easier running.
4th and a couple. The wides are left and right. Got a slot man on the left side on 4th down. Shotgun snap, and Remington is taken down. A flag is down. Might have lost a couple again. Jaden Petrarca is right there.
So their West Warwick has already told them, no, we don't want it. We'll take the ball. Thank you very much.
So the fumble recovery goes for naught.
Johnston declined.
And the Wizards get the ball 1st and 10.
Well, let's see what we can do. I mean, one thing you have to acknowledge about West Warwick is that these kids don't quit. It's not like, I mean, this is what, the 4th game of the season for them, and it's been a struggle offensively, but they're getting better every week. You noted that at your talk with Coach Cato at the beginning, but you can see them improving, and these kids want to play. That's the biggest thing. That's what's going to make it work, that these kids want to play, they want to get better, and just hang on, folks, because by November, you don't know what they're going to have. I think some people have already seeded Thanksgiving to Coventry. I'm not sure that the way this team is improving, that's going to happen.
Johnston had 12 men on the field, and it forced Joe Achardo to take a timeout. So as he does, so will we. Wizards have the ball when we come back, trailing 32-7 on I-95.1.
For almost 40 years, Bill's Place has been a staple in the Phoenix section of West Warwick. Generations have enjoyed great-tasting pizza and sandwiches at Bill's, but there's a lot more to love now. Along with that signature pizza and their hot oven grinders, Bill's Place offers juicy Angus burgers, great daily specials, prime rib, whole belly clams, and much, much more, all in a casual and friendly family atmosphere. Bill's has always been and continues to be a great place for lunch or to bring the kids for dinner, or with friends in the lounge and enjoy the game on one of their 8 flat-screen TVs. Everyone loves Bill's Place, 707 Main Street in the Phoenix section of West Warwick.
West Warwick's ball 1st and 10. With the ball at the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40, call it about the 39. Bust to the left side, good yards. That's Schultz again to the 46, maybe the 47. So give him 7 yards, maybe even 8.
Okay, a nice run to the left by who else but John Schultz. Let's go, Wizards.
Second and 8.
Listen, we're passing notes in class. Leave us alone.
I used to read notes out loud when people passed them in my class.
You don't want to read those on the radio.
Okay.
Ray's DNA suggests that he pulls notes that are being passed around. Chase this time. First down and more. He's got the 40. He's got
Got a
more than
shot.
that. 35-30. One man to beat.
Yes,
He's into the end zone for a Wizard touchdown. It's a 53-yard touchdown run by DeAndre Chase. And the Wizards are on the board again.
I'm going to have to text Willie and tell him he scored again. That was a great run by Chase. Once he got into the next level, once he got past the linebacker level, Johnston was having trouble chasing him down. No pun intended, but I'll have to figure out another word besides chasing, I guess. But that was a nice run. Nice run. What was that?
That was my fourth
About
quarter.
50 yards? Yeah.
53 to be exact.
53, Reese? 52.
I had 51 and a half myself.
The Silva, the extra point. No, it's not the Silva, the extra point.
And it's no good.
They actually put Keaton Nunes in to kick the extra point, and it's no good. So they head back upfield here at Mesnicky Field in West Warwick. The Panthers have the lead, but the Wizard fans are heartened. They're in double figures. 32-13 Panthers on I-95.1.
Busy parents know that getting out of the house can be quite the juggling act. That's why Fagan Door makes it easy to keep your garage door and your schedule on track. You can book your annual tune-up or emergency garage door repair online 24/7 at fagandoor.com/book now.
AJ's Restaurant has been a Kent County landmark for decades. It's the go-to spot for great breakfast and lunch. Takeout, too, at 828-4160. AJ's, popular for breakfast, popular for lunch. 1365 Main Street, West Warwick.
Nobody believes in the short sustained drives anymore. 30 yards, 60 yards, 80 yards, 53 yards, 25 yards. The touchdown runs from play or passes during tonight's game. Panthers lead at 32-13.
You think they're going to be watching for an onside kick this time? Because they caught him last time. I got them not even expecting it. I don't think we had seen it all year because, of course, West Warwick hasn't kicked off that much. But
The Silva's ready. This time he boots it high, rather shallow. It's going to take a bounce. Picked up by Stubbs.
Look out.
Running room out to the 40. Running room to the 15. He's gone.
He's gone.
30-20. 10-5 touchdown.
Patterson on his own took 3 guys out of the coverage. He blocked 3 separate guys to spring Stubbs on that one. Just a nice, I mean, he's got wheels for him. He can run, but he got some blocking on that really sealed up the sideline for him.
Jeremy Stubbs, 75 yards. It's 38-13.
You're back in it, Boots.
Can use the conversion points here.
Well, Coach Belichick was talking about how important those 1 points are, or 2s.
Yeah.
It's the Redskins.
Doesn't matter. He's still got to kick still got to put it through the uprights.
He's played against them before. He was with Dallas.
Another timeout being called. So we'll wait. Right now, 38-13. We'll be back with more on I-95.1 in a moment.
When Wayne Miller quarterbacked for the West Warwick Wizards, his receivers and running backs relied on him to deliver quality passes, and he did. Now Kent County relies on Wayne and his staff at Miller Electric to provide quality electrical repair and service, whether it's large or small, residential or commercial. From minor installations to complete rewiring, you can count on Miller Electric to get the job done right. Emergency repairs too. Miller Electric, 828-0087. That's 828-0087.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
I'm dumbstruck. I'm just absolutely dumbstruck. Never have I seen a game end
abruptly
as as this one did.
What happened?
They blew the whistle.
They
The
gave it
official put the ball up.
We never
That's
had a
the end of the
time,
game.
so we never had a clock. We had no idea.
There's no scoreboard clock, so Jim Hart's best guess estimate is the best guess. Next thing we know, the game is over. So on the touchdown run, the kickoff return by Jeremy Stubbs, this one ends. Panthers win their first of the year, but the Wizards show some heart, some gut, and does some job on offense. They've got Woonsocket next week. Your final all of a sudden is the Panthers 38, the Wizards 13.
Did the referees have a meeting planned?
Maybe.
Somewhere?
Dinner.
On the rocks? What?
Going to Bills.
All right, we'll be back.
Well, Gels is closed.
I can't go to that. All right, we'll be back with the Dan's Place post-game show right after this.
You can go to Dan's Place.
To take a minute and the last thing you're probably thinking about during the summer is home heating oil, but it's a smart idea to take a minute and check your tank. Prices are historically lower in the summer when demand is lower. So if your tank is down, you can call Aurora Fuel today. You can trust Aurora Fuel to provide affordable, reliable, and dependable oil delivery. And now offering oil burner service all year round. You'll always find low prices, courteous staff, and honest value. You can depend on Aurora Fuel, 615-8662.
Welcome to Finetco, a family of lumber yards started in Rhode Island with Coventry Lumber, Rhode Island's first and best drive-through lumber yard. You can visit Finetco at Coventry Lumber Supply in Connecticut and E.L. Morse Lumber in Massachusetts. With our strategic locations, we cover your needs from the New York border to Cape Cod and the greater Boston area with a standard of best-in-class products for your design and building projects. Coventry Lumber and the Finetco family of lumber yards. One simple call does it all.
It's now time for the Dan's Place postgame show on I-95.1. Dan's Place, just off Exit 5B Victory Highway, West Greenwich. Now, back to John Parenti, Ray Doobie, and Johnny Boots.
You know what I don't get? It's the fastest game this whole season. And it wasn't a running clock. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Are you arguing?
No, but still, it doesn't. Here, take a microphone while you're here. There you go.
He's got my headset.
Yeah, that's all right. You can have this microphone.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
This game is over. How it's over, I have no idea.
It was an hour and 45 minutes without a running clock.
No, nor does anybody else who's still left on the field know how.
Yeah.
Except the referees, and they already left.
Well, here's the way it went. A 30-yard pass from Remington to Zednick and a pass to Stubbs for the points after made it 8-0. A 57-yard drive to open it up for the Panthers. A couple minutes later, we think it was a couple of minutes. Could have been.
I don't know.
Could have been about a day and a half for all we know.
Did we fall asleep?
14-0 when Remington threw to Stubbs for 60 yards. Pass failed. Remington to Achardo for his third touchdown pass, made it 20-0. And then the Wizards scored on the 20-yard run by Chase. De Silva added the extra point, 20-7. Before the halftime ended, Remington scored on an 80-yard run. That put it away at 26-7. Remington to Patterson for 25 yards for his fifth touchdown pass, right? Fourth. He scored one by run. It was his fifth. And then Chase, the 53-yard run before the 75-yard kickoff return by Jeremy Stubbs. Your final is 38-13.
We bring in Reese Pacheco right
We
now.
are still, I am beside myself wondering how on earth that game ended.
We got it figured out over here.
How's that?
We had the conspiracy theory. Instead of the 4-minute warning, he decided, done.
Wow. All right, Reese, what do you got?
What do you got?
You're up, big guy.
You're up. Well, hold on.
Hold it. Hold it.
Well, let's give you the Ray Doobie treatment.
Shut the mic.
You got it? Yeah, it's not working.
Here you go.
There you go.
Testing. Am I on, boys?
No. Here. He's got mine.
All right, give him his. Give him yours.
Hello. Am I on?
Yeah, you are now.
All right. Johnston, I got 375 total yards of offense, and I got West Warwick 182 total yards of offense. Working for him.
Well, you say only, but you know what? That's the most offense they've had all year.
Quite the improvement from the last few weeks, I must say.
Yeah. And, a couple of touchdown scores, the big run by Chase. Schultz came back from an injury, played well. Wizards didn't look all that bad, quote-unquote, tonight.
No, I liked how they played. I really do. I think Chase was very good with the ball, despite the few drops that he had. That's, again, comes with the youngness of this team. But they will get better, I promise you.
And Dave Cato was promising us the same thing, Reese. Where's Raymond?
He's right behind
He's
you.
on your left.
Oh, he's got your stuff. Okay.
We're interchanging.
Yeah, you can use that. It's on. It's on, yes.
You guys always do things behind my back.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
Raymond, they did look noticeably better.
Conspiracy as to why we ended this game when we ended it. The one thing to the credit of the coaching staff and to the players for the fact that they played hard the entire time. They worked at everything they wanted to do. They made some nice halftime adjustments. It's going to be a long season. It's a long season when you feel like you're putting all the time and effort in during the week, and then you end up not having the ability to, finish something with a win. But still, these kids are getting better.
I'll agree with that. From the first game till now, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
A big difference. And Johnston, don't forget, they're a young team too. So you're going to see these two teams go at it for the next 2 or 3 years because they both have some very young players. And, what am I doing? The Warwick ball, run down to the coach and give him the card?
It's going to be Remington.
I think so, John.
I think it has to be.
He had a nice game for himself. I'm impressed with him, and he's only a sophomore quarterback too. So you're going to have some very good quarterback play coming out of Division II in the next couple of years, really.
So Hunter Remington is our Warwick Mall player of the game here on the Dan's Place postgame show.
We're still all messed up.
I really am. You have no idea. I'm just crazy.
Right. Ray, we'll see you next week.
Right here at Masnicki Field when the Wizards take on the still winless Woonsocket Villanovans, and that's a surprise too.
That is a surprise.
They were playing East Greenwich tonight, so there's probably no hope there either.
Let me see if I can, before we sign off and we play Dan's contribution ad, whatever you call it. Let's see if we have a score from Henrican, because that's the other big game. And let's see, do I have a score from Henrican? I do have a nope, I don't. Nope, I don't.
Well,
nope, nobody's reporting a score just yet.
So Hunter Remington goes for 5 touchdowns, 4 via the passing route, 1 by an 80-yard run. Stubbs runs one from a kickoff that ends the game. Crazy.
I just don't get it.
Didn't even do extra points.
I want to know how that goes.
Yeah. What was there was no extra point.
No, when the game is over, the game's over. And the Johnston Panthers win it 38-13. So thanks for joining us on the Dan's Place postgame show. As prematurely as we think it is here at Masnicki Field. Your final once again, 38-13 Panthers 4, Boots and Reese and Ray. I'm John. Good night from Masnicki Field.
Want to make this football season taste